What up? This is King Fu. So, last video I did was the top 10 martial arts movies, and this time I didn't know what I was gonna come up with. Actually, I did. I was gonna do the best end fights in a movie. That's what I was gonna do, but I really need to think on about what my 10 is gonna be on that. But someone came up with a really interesting statement, and they was like, "Oh, the best movie of the Incredible Hulk is the original one. I think the debut of the series, basically, Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno." And there was a lot of people that was just like, nah, no, not really thingy. But the thing with the Hulk, it's such a complex character to put on live screen that it's just not as simple as being like this one's bad and the other one's good, because each of them have strengths and weaknesses that are really like very apparent. So I'm gonna break down how I feel about the four actors, and well, technically five, but the four iterations of the Hulk that have been portrayed so far. It basically, my opinion, it goes into three categories. The best Hulk, the best Banner, and the best combination of both. Right, that's basically how I break it down. So we're gonna start off with the original Hulk, the one that a lot of us would have grown up with the TV show and the movies, because there are a couple of movies, the TV movies that Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno put down, notably the pilot, The Incredible Hulk Returns, and The Death of the Incredible Hulk. I don't know if there was another one, but I know that they were definitely the three. Incredible Hulk Returns being one of the first ones that had any kind of iteration of the Avengers. Thor and Daredevil were part of that. So with the original Hulk, Bill Bixby, you see, Bill Bixby's the best Banner. He is the best Banner. He that TV show was the first time that the emotional backdrop of Bruce Banner was really focused on. Pretty much all of like the TV shows that were based on superheroes before Bill Bixby, they were all comic driven. They were all comic driven and for kids. They were very much aimed for kids, very much family based. The series Bill Bixby was the first time that like comic books, especially Marvel, was looked at in a dramatic manner. Like, it really touched on, it was very much treated like a very serious drama, a very serious TV show, and they got him to interact with lots of different cast members, very healthy cast of talent back then. And he just got to be like really emotionally charged and well scripted, great dialogue. Bill Bixby put a lot of heart into it. Unfortunately, with the Hulk, that doesn't translate into the small screen. Not how they did it anyway. The transformations look awesome, and pretty much the backdrop of everything else that follows when you look at Hulk transformations, they really look for inspiration to the Bill Bixby version. But Lou Ferrigno in that, incredible talent as a strongman, it just doesn't translate well into the Hulk. They didn't give him the action that fits the Hulk, with the all just lifting cars, lifting trees, bending steel, throwing random thugs around. It didn't translate well. What they should have probably done is, or maybe they have done, I will research and come back to that, but I never saw any moments in The Incredible Hulk where he faced any strongman. They never got anybody from WWF to come in and kind of be like a large antagonist. Do you know what I mean? So it was very difficult for me to look at the Hulk as I grew older and be like, oh my God, this is the strongest being on the planet. You know? So, original, Bixby, best Banner, hands down. Hulk, not so much. Then you get to the Hulk, the 2003 one, I think it was, but it was basically the one that came after the first Spider-Man movie. And that is the worst combination of both. The story is just like, they try to make it comical and it just doesn't work. Eric Banner as a Banner, I don't know what they were trying to do with that rage that he had before he was transforming and he was struggling with anger. I don't know what they were trying to do. That was just messy. Do you know what I mean? It was just all over the place. And then with the Hulk, they couldn't translate his strength. Whereas with Lou Ferrigno, they couldn't really translate the Hulk's strength at all. In that version, they tried to translate it too much. So then it was too much for people to comprehend. They couldn't comprehend a Hulk that was super fast. They couldn't comprehend a Hulk that was leaping from cliff top to cliff top or in the canyon and all that kind of stuff. It all just looks stupid, and he's outrunning helicopters. It just looks stupid to people because it was just so drastically a change. And it was just like, oh, what is going on? And the CGI is bogus. The end fight is dad who's melted into stone and water and all that. That was just it. When it actually fights the Hulk, it was horrible. When it started off, it's like, oh, this could be a good idea. By the end, it was horrible. The worst combination of both. Then you get Ed Norton's version. Now, Ed Norton as Banner is a horrible Banner. The dialogue was just dire. Like, it was just exposition. There was no character. It was just the whole script was just telling you the story of where they're gonna go next, what serum have they tried, did it work, did it not, how did it work, how did it not. Like, it was tired. It was just a tired script. Only Tim Roth brought anything. In fact, Tim Roth and William Hurt, who played as Ross, they had some kind of like emotional weight and dialogue to what they were doing. It was still exposition, but you felt it. Do you know what I mean? But with everybody else, it was just hard. It was dire. However, the Hulk in The Incredible Hulk, the first MCU movie that was the only one that Ed Norton was in, is the best Hulk. It is the perfect combination of what Lou Ferrigno portrayed the Hulk as far as the character of the Hulk and the action that suited it. It was a perfect blend of both. Like, the park scene in that movie, that was a good like exhibition of Hulk facing regular characters, soldiers, military weapons. The way it handled the tanks, it had the weight and it had the grounded weight of Lou Ferrigno portraying as the Hulk, but then it had the effects, the current effects that made it look like the Hulk is supposed to look like. So it had that perfect combination. And then when Hulk fights Abomination, some people don't like it because it's not lit. Do you know what I mean? But like, lit very well, not lit as in it's whack, but oh, come on, millennial slang. But that fight is hard. And even how they like debut the Hulk when he throws the forklift truck like it's a softball, like even that was hard. So it's the best balance of the Hulk, and then of the Hulk, like the Hulk as a character, but the Banner's horrible. Then you get Mark Ruffalo, MCU Hulk. Now that's the best combination of both. It's Mark Ruffalo brings the weight, he brings the emotional weight of Banner with it. And then the Hulk, MCU, they've just been killing it with the effects and who the Hulk has been chosen to fight. He's had a couple of battles with Thor. He battles a big old wolf, busts up the Chitauri, all that kind of stuff. Everything they've done with the Hulk, they've made him look how he's supposed to look. And then with Mark Ruffalo, he's a great Banner. He's a really good Banner. With that Hulk has had the advantage of not having to carry its own movie. Unfortunately, with the Hulk, it's too difficult. It's very difficult to make a really good Hulk movie, Hulk solo standout movie. The Hulk is always good as somebody else's antagonist. If you really look at all of the best stories and the best iterations of the Hulk so far, it has been Hulk versus Thor, Hulk versus Wolverine, Hulk versus Iron Man, Hulk versus the Avengers. Hulk, do you know what I mean? Like Planet Hulk, World War Hulk. Yeah, it's always been Hulk. I mean, with Planet Hulk has been the best of solo, but that was with the anime and the fact that he's on another planet facing other superhuman beings. But on Earth, by itself, the Hulk is just a boring story. It is a rinse and repeat story. So it works really well in the series with Bill Bixby, because that's how the television format is great for it. Do you know what I mean? But in a movie, a man is infected. He turns when he's angry. He's trying to find a cure. Doesn't work. He gets angry. Someone pisses him off. He gets angry. Changes. Bosses things up. Comes back. Calms down. Rinse and repeat. That stuff, it doesn't really work in a movie, like a rinse and repeat movie like that. It doesn't really work. So with the MCU, they've found interesting ways of using the Hulk, and they've made the smart choice of using different iterations of the Hulk. They've gone from the Savage Hulk to the Intelligent Hulk to the personality split. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they've used all the different iterations of the Hulk to make a well-rounded arc of the Hulk. So, that's how I feel about it. I feel that, you know what I mean? Yeah, Lou Ferrigno, you know, I mean, that whole series, the Bill Bixby and the Lou Ferrigno will always be the inspiration. They've always, like, everybody else has took inspiration from that particular iteration of the Hulk to try to get some emotional weight behind their Banner and Hulk. But CGI and technology has worked very much in the Hulk's favor to really portray how it's supposed to be. So that's my thoughts on it. Until next time, this is King Fu.